Yeah, and how much of that bulletproofing of the idea actually takes place before the presentation? And I mean by that, like how much of it has to do with what we were talking about just before about using influence to
Hmm.
get alignment on the objective and also to give people some idea of what it is that they might be seeing before you sort of turn up there and you go, ta-da, here it is.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the key thing is, first of all, that we bring stakeholders in through the whole process and they witness the messy ideas being born so that there is no ta-da at the end. It's actually, oh, this is how it's evolved and nurtured and developed along the way. And yeah, maybe we took a few pivots or shifts, maybe a U-turn here and there, but making sure they were part of that process or at least had visibility into it and some understanding of the rationale. I also learned many years ago when stakeholders are giving feedback and so forth, there is sometimes a conflation of understanding the idea versus agreeing with the idea. And so I first want to make sure everyone in the room, do we understand the idea? Do we understand the premise of it, the purpose of it, what we're trying to accomplish? Okay, next, do we agree with it? Oh, we disagree. Okay, now let's talk about the disagreement. And so I often try to make sure we have, in a sense, two parallel conversations around that, or just kind of set it up so that they are separated. Because the reaction to something, a negative reaction or adverse reaction, may be more around just misunderstanding what the idea was about in the first place and the problem is trying to solve.
Yeah. I think it's important that you have separated those two layers. I can see how that could be hugely valuable. I mean, if you're disagreeing about the fundamental concept, it's a completely
Hmm.
different discussion about, aside from disagreeing about the execution of what a solution might be.
Exactly. Exactly. I get it. I mean, within software development cycles, it's very easy and almost feels natural to jump to the execution because we've got urgent timelines. Sorry, urgent. I'm doing the air quote signal around urgent. And so, yeah, everything or a lot of things start to become qualified through that lens of executional, timeframes and so forth.